In April 2007, Captain Ray Boyer and several of his passengers aboard an Orani Airlines flight see two objects hovering above the English Channel. The objects are estimated to be at least a mile wide. While sightings of this magnitude are rare, they have happened before. January 28, 1994. On Air France Flight 3532, Captain Jean-Charles Dubac is en route from Nice to London. His plane is near Paris, flying at 39,000 feet. The airspace here is typically crowded, but today it's going to have one more aircraft than usual.
We are meeting with retired Air France Captain Jean-Charles Dubac, whose sighting in 1994 of an object over Paris was one of the most incredible stories in ufology.
Captain Dubac is telling his story for the first and only time on American television.
It was a very beautiful weather. We were approaching Paris, and the steward who was in the cockpit said, "Oh, a weather balloon."
So it was the steward who first said there's a weather balloon there, and then the co-pilot who said there was something there, and that's what directed your attention.
I saw it, yes, it was on our left, and we look at this object during 1 or 2 minutes.
Though Captain Dubac's steward and co-pilot initially think they've spotted a rogue weather balloon, they quickly change their minds. The object is far too large.
And it was at roughly the same altitude you were saying?
It's below us. It was below us.
Below you?
Below us.
But how many feet below you?
4,000 feet. We are 39. It was about 35,000 feet. And so it was really surprising. The dimension was huge, absolutely huge, because the distance was about 25 miles, and at 25 miles you cannot see a plane.
When did you realize it wasn't a plane?
We all immediately identified this object as not a plane. It was different of a plane or a balloon or something. It was absolutely abnormal.
As the object moves towards them, they come to a shocking realization. What they're looking at appears to be a huge flying disc.
It was red brown with a red color, very curious. And it was some kind of haze.
Captain Dubac describes the red-brown disc as having a strange haze or fuzziness at its edges. And as he watches, he says it appears to be banking at a 45-degree angle. He estimates its size to be between 800 and 1,000 feet, or more than 6 times the size of his own jetliner. But what happens next is even more surprising.
So after 1 minute, it became transparent and disappeared.
So did it disappear quickly or gradually become transparent?
Oh, he became gradually transparent.
Like it dematerialized.
When the object seems to disappear, Captain Dubac, his co-pilot, and his steward realize they are dealing with something extraordinary. Captain Dubac radios in his sighting immediately to REMS air traffic control in northern France. They confirm his sighting with radar from CODA, the operational center of air defense. Their radar registers a nearly 1-minute hit, which crosses the path of Captain Dubac's Air France flight and then disappears.
Camera here picking up another piece of debris floating away from the space station, similar to those that were seen earlier during the spacewalk. The team here on the ground still speculating on what those pieces of debris might be and where they might be coming from. Don't believe there's any cause for concern at this point, although they'll continue to take a look at it.
And I can see him come this way. On my way.
Oh, tired.
See, it's getting sunnier.
getting the image?
Franklin, we see a long line, a couple of star-like things, and a lot of things swimming in the foreground. Can you describe what you're seeing?
Well, the long line is a tether, and there's a little bit of debris that kind of flies with us, and it's illuminated by the sun at such low angle. So there's a lot of stray light, and it's getting washed out quickly, but Claude is trying to do a quick, good job here adjusting the cameras.
Copy that.
In that description by the crew, this is the tether in the satellite with approximately 12 miles of tether still attached to it. Columbia and the satellite now just passing over the west coast of northern Africa. The two spacecraft now 90 nautical miles apart. Controllers for the satellite did have communications with it during the close pass between Columbia and the satellite.